Yeah, so question 15.34 is really a challenging question because we have to look at, to find the pH of this solution. We have to think about that fluoride itself is the conjugate base of a weak acid. So therefore, fluoride will behave like a base. So fluoride behaving like a base, it reacts with water to form HF and hydroxide. So we want to find the pH of this solution, but what we've written is the Kb, right? The Kb for fluoride is the concentration of HF times hydroxide all over the concentration of fluoride. I know the concentration of fluoride. I'm trying to find the pH. So that means I need to find the hydroxide concentration eventually. That'll allow me to find the POH and eventually the pH. Well, I also need some more information. I need the Kb of this solution. And the last relationship is Ka times Kb. For a conjugate acid-base pair, Ka times Kb equals Kw, 1 times 10 to the minus 14. So we know Ka, so Kb equals 1 times 10 to the minus 14 all over my Ka, 7.2 times 10 to the minus 4. So the Kb for fluoride is our first step to find that, and that fits into our expression. So 1 times 10 to the minus 14 divided by 7.2 times 10 to the minus 4. And right, the stronger the acid, the weaker the conjugate base. So we can see this is a pretty weak conjugate base. It's got a Kb of 1.39 times 10 to the minus 11. That's a pretty small value. So 1.39 times 10 to the minus 11 equals, I don't know HF, I don't know hydroxide. I do know the concentration of fluoride because my potassium fluoride is a strong electrolyte. So that ionizes completely. So my concentration of fluoride is going to equal my initial concentration, so 0.045. So multiply, I get x squared equals, so multiply that by 0.045. X squared equals 6.25 times 10 to the minus 13, right? Square root of both sides. And I get x equals 7.9056 times 10 to the minus 7. What is x? X is my hydroxide concentration. So now I would find the POH, and then we could find the pH of that solution. We're looking for pH? Yep. All right. So POH, negative log of 7.9. And Gary's just going to wait so he can tell us that this didn't work for him. All right, negative log, second answer. So I get a POH of 6.1. So that means my pH is going to equal 14 minus 6.1. So as you can see, it's going to be a basic pH, right? pH of like 7.90. For that, let's see. Yeah, our concentration, right? Concentration had two significant figures in 0.045. So I would go with 2 decimal places for pH. I calculated it to be 7.8979. So I would round that to 7.90 for pH for question 34.